Welcome to Brillians training video. Brillians is the new name for the application previously known as SupraVISTA. Today's topic is keyword search. All SupraVISTA applications, including Brillians, are regularly updated to meet the user needs. Therefore, some screen capture images in our training materials may not exactly match the current version of the software. We update training materials and manuals periodically. However, it is inevitable that manuals and training materials lag behind. We appreciate your understanding. Did you ever ask CPRS? I am looking for all instances of colonoscopy and EGD in the medical record. Can you show me a few lines from each document that contains these words? In CPRS, finding data could be a challenge. When evaluating a clinical issue, the clinician has to manually search for data. The desired data may be in any section, for example, progress notes, DC summary, imaging, lab, cytopathology. CPRS has rudimentary search capability. It can search currently loaded progress notes only. The manual search is time-consuming and insufficient. Thus, the user may miss important data elements though the data exists in the record.
Can you give me a real-life example of, why do I need Google-like search?
Okay, suppose you need to look up results of one or more procedures listed in the left pane. You will need to navigate to many CPRS tabs, manually find and read progress notes, consults, procedures or imaging. The data may be buried in the unrelated progress notes or reports. In CPRS, it may take you 5 to 10 minutes. In contrast, Brillians displays all the relevant data on one page instantly. It takes a few keystrokes in 1 second.
So, what is in it for me?
Using the efficient search tools in Brillians, for each search, you can save 5 to 7 minutes, and a lot of frustration. You can quickly review if the notation in the given document is relevant to your needs. If relevant, you can open the source document with one click. With a right click, you can copy and paste data in your progress note. Here is a word of caution from Grandma.
Though Brilliance searches a large number of items in the patient's medical record, it does not look at all the data that may exist. No software can do that.
SupraVISTA loads a large volume of patient's data as shown on the next slide. However, it is not all the data the patient may have. The keyword search function searches all the preloaded data. It does not search the remote data, which can be searched separately. There are additional tools for more focused search. This slide shows the typical type and amount of data loaded by Brillians for each patient. For many patients, it can be a few hundred pages of data. The actual amount of the data to be loaded depends on the configuration at each VIA medical center. As you can see, this is far more data than a clinician can read and analyze on each visit. This slide shows how to open keyword search form from Brilliance's main form. As you know, all the search-related functions are located on the top panel. The button click opens the dedicated form to perform the requested function. To open the keyword search form, click on the keyword search button as shown in the image. Notice the search button just below the home icon in the right upper corner of the main form. Certain alerts have keywords associated with them. If the alerted item has any search words associated with it, then this button is enabled. Button's hint shows the associated search words. Once the keyword search form is open, this slide shows how to search the medical record. To search the medical record for colonoscopy, EGD, and bleeding, do the following. 1. Enter the semicolon-separated list of words to search for as shown in the image. We recommend using partial words for better results. 2. Press the Enter key, or click on the search button. Brillians displays the results immediately. Much like Google, Brillians displays the source document, and a few lines of text, where a keyword was found. The matching words are highlighted as shown in the image. If a document appears relevant, the user can open the document by clicking on View Details link next to the matching document's title, as pointed out by the green callout. This slide is continuation of the previous slide. Since there may be a large number of matches, Brilliance provides a quick way to find the text lines where the match was found. See the navigation pane, as shown in the image. Each line of the text, where a match was found, is copied to this list for quick review. If the text appears relevant, click on it, the document will scroll up or down to that line. You can control the width of the navigation pane by using the buttons on its bottom. A button click will resize the list to % of the screen width shown on the button. As you know, Brilliance is all about saving keystrokes. In the right upper quadrant, the image shows an open drop-down box with user's list of frequently used search words. Depending on the user's specialty and role, different users will frequently search for similar items. For example, a urologist will frequently search for PSA, bladder cancer, prostate biopsy. So, it makes sense that, instead of typing the same search words multiple times a day, the user can save her frequent searches. In the future, use the drop-down box to populate the search words, rather than type them over and over. See the green callout. To create, or edit, your personal list of frequently used search words, click on the Edit button on the top panel. The instructions are in the top half of the form that opens. Any data displayed in Brilliance can be easily copied into CPRS. 1. Highlight the text to paste. 2. Right-click over the highlighted text. The menu opens. 3. Click on the appropriate choice on the menu. Here is a reminder from Grandma.
You must have a CPRS progress note, or addendum, open to paste the data. The data is pasted at the keyboard cursor position.
The best way to explain keyword search is to use analogy with Google Search. Brilliance searches the available data for one or more words entered by the user. In case of the medical record, the data may be in labs, imaging, procedures, progress notes, or any other section. Like Google, Brilliance displays the title of the document, and a few lines of text, where a match was found. Brilliance provides a link to the document that contains the searched item. If interested, the user clicks the link to open the document. Grandma says,
For best results, please consider the following tips.
1. Use partial words, for example, orthoscope will match orthoscopic, orthoscopy. Malign will match malignant, malignancy. 2. Think of possible combinations the users may have used, for example, AFib, atrial fib, or LVEF, ejection fraction. 3. Brilliance ignores spaces around user-entered search words. To force a space, use the underscore character, that is, type Shift- next to 0 on top row of the keyboard. 4. Avoid too many search words. It is hard to review results if you end up with scores of matching documents. Start with a few specific words, then broaden the search, if needed. 5. Be aware of abbreviations and lab and imaging name variations. Is it CT chest, or CT thorax? Is it PSA, or prostatic antigen? Experiment. Pretty soon you get hang of it. In Brilliance, many other forms also support text search, using the same user interface. Having the same, familiar user interface across the application reduces the learning curve. Some patients may have a lot of data. We have seen patients with over 600 pages of data in the consult section alone. Therefore, if a form is likely to have a lot of data, then that form will support keyword search, using the familiar user interface shown above. As always, the best way to learn a new skill is to play with it. You cannot do any harm to the patient's medical record, or to Brilliance, by exploring various features. So, please feel free to click around, open forms, and check out various features. Thank you for taking time to review this presentation. We have many informative presentations on YouTube. Please search YouTube for Brilliance Training, or SupraVISTA Medical DSS. If you have any questions, please contact us at help.supravista@gmail.com.